from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis Winston and the Green Bay Packers taking on Kyle Trask and the Minnesota Vikings.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. On third down, Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and the Vikings are going to... No score just yet in this first quarter of action, but we have the offense in the red zone as they've got it here 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trask forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time. I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire. Defended that time, getting the sack. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McPherson's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5 now. Winston, incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back route.
Yeah, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught him.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Defense now in a little bit of a pickle. We drop you in inside the red zone. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trask flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon. He's the This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. This is Smith to the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the we have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16. They go play action. Winston. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken.
There for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Offense muster a late 2nd quarter drive to break our tie. Let's see, they'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Trash throw taken in by Samuel. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Again, it's Trask. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the... Worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 62 yards rushing for him. Time to jump back in. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry.
Flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, his 5th. A 4th down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry uses the stiff arm, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Henry, and he will fight his his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly...
A fourth down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for Minnesota, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.